Hey, Shalom. All right, GMS Charlotte, Midweek came back at you live in effect. All right, bring it out. Through the Holy Spirit, the top of the dash. Before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Dash. Make double honors to the apostles and elders who break millstone and cross the truth. Double salutations to all your occupants, laboring in the house of David, the elect. Exposing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. So brothers, Shalom to the elect. Shalom. Yeah, y'all know about Shalom, brother. We're back out here, man. So, hey, eventually, as I said in the lesson that I did, hey, you can't ignore the prophecies nor the prophets, man. All right, and the Lord has this thing set up where, hey, you're gonna have to hear us, man. You know, we're at the point where now you gotta acknowledge the prophecy, you gotta acknowledge everything that the prophets of Yahweh Shah talking about. All right, you can't ignore us no more, man. First they ignore you, and they fight you, and you win. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. You know, pull it up real quick too, and then you got something like that. Yep. I believe it was from Gandhi, right? That's from Gandhi. Right. First they ignore you, right? Then they acknowledge you, then they fight you, something like that. And that's what's going on in the spirit, man. Hey, because like we talk about, the Lord is moving everything out of the way that's not in the truth, right? You see what's going on with Hollywood, these celebrities, the podcast world.
Bro, you're seeing how this world truly operates.
Yeah.
Now it's going down to the spiritual wickedness is being exposed.
Yes,
so
that's right.
You see this place for what it really is.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
So the quote is from Mahatma Gandhi. First they ignore you,
Yep.
then they laugh at you.
Yeah, they ignored us like we didn't exist.
Yep.
Then they laughed at us, they mocked us and scoffed us.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Then they fight you.
And what they're doing right now, you got the Christian church.
Yep.
These apologists, these bug outs trying to come, so-called debunking the truth.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Right.
Go ahead.
Then you win.
And then you win. Hey, we're right there. Hey, as it's written in the story. You know, the elect obtaining the victory, man.
Go in that video, he said how to go, like, name something that you heard that you thought was wrong.
Oh, yeah. On Twitter this week, they were saying, you know, they go through different threads, and it was like, name something that people told you was wrong, but ended up being right all along. And people were like the Hebrew Israelites, man. You know, so everybody knows what's going on, and they know where the truth is coming from, man.
Right.
Now, whether or not they're receiving or not, that's up to the Lord. But we're seeing this thing being made manifest as we speak.
You got to go ahead.
Real quick, this is Romans chapter 10, verse 18. When I say, have they not heard? Yet verily their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the ends of the world. You know, so like the elder was saying, man, right? You people can no longer deny the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, everybody's coming to the realization that what we've been telling you all these years is now coming to pass to show that this is true. The words of this Bible is faithful and true, and the Lord has set up teachers out here after his own heart, all right, that are bringing his people back unto him, man. All right, and condemning the wicked of this world, man. So everything that we've been telling you people, y'all finally starting to realize it, but for a lot of you, it's going to be too late. But for the elect, the Lord is still giving you time to repent and come back unto him before he goes with the person.
It's like the scripture say, who is sufficient for these things, man?
Right.
You know? Verse 24.
Isaiah chapter 62. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
Yeah, and that's the prophecy, the watchmen. Go ahead.
Which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Right. Well, that's why do you think the internet is flooded 24/7?
Right.
Day in and day out.
Right.
One side of the world to the other side of the world. The prophets are declaring the news, the prophecies. All right, the end times, the events, measuring the time diligently within itself. Go ahead.
It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Right, so there's no way you can ignore this thing.
Nope.
You know, give them no rest until Jerusalem become a praise and be established in the earth. All right, you're not going to be able to just act like you didn't see the prophets and hear the word, man. It's not going to happen. The Lord is purposely magnifying His word in these last days before the destruction comes. All right, because it has to be this way, so you people don't have no cloak. You have no excuse to say you didn't know or didn't hear about it. Right?
But the point has been made so much and so clearly, and if you still refuse to acknowledge that this word is true, it's because you yourself are making it known that you're denying this is the truth. Real quick. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that was then was overflowed with water perished. And we go into that because we know the reason why the Lord flooded the earth back then during the time of Noah is because that the wickedness of men were so high that the Lord repented that He made man. So in His anger, He flooded the earth and killed everybody but 8 people. All right? It says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now the new world, this current world, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So like the same thing we're telling you today's time. All right, this world is so wicked because Yahweh Shem Yahushua allowed that wickedness to continue to be brought out to where when the iniquity has become fulfilled, the Lord's going to issue out that judgment. Because every kingdom, the Lord has a line of wickedness that it has to reach to before He announces that judgment. You know, so Babylon is just about at its fill, and the Lord's about to make a move on this place soon come. So you people that see this, like you're seeing all the videos on TV, and the niggas like this. All right, not even focus on it. Let's focus on the Edomites. You ask the niggas, the politicians, the president, niggas from Epstein Island, Pizzagate, all these different things. You're seeing how that's ran. Yep. You're seeing how these damn small hats are going around the world killing, straight genociding people for no reason. You've seen all the wickedness being done. So you can tell something is about to happen. The Lord is about to do something. So if you continue to turn a blind eye because you're willing to work with ignorance.
I see you stay there.
So 2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 15. And the Lord power of their fathers sent them by His messengers, rising up betimes and sending.
Yeah. See, one reoccurring thing that you read throughout the scriptures is that Israel always ignored and mocked and killed the prophets. Until what? Until the Lord brought destruction on them. It's no different in this time, man. All right? And remember, Noah was ignored. They scoffed at him. He was building the ark. They didn't believe that the rain was going to come, that the flood was going to happen, and it happened. You see?
As the other prophets, when certain things, when they were given the warning in the prophets like Jeremiah, Isaiah, and so on, they same thing as though. They walked out and they tried to kill him. Some of the prophets had the Lord in hiding, and then the Lord judged them.
Rising up betimes and sending because He had compassion on His people.
Hey, the fact that we out here is the Lord having compassion upon His people, man. I remember, the Lord didn't have to tell you. He didn't have to warn you, man. So this the fact that you see His men out here on the four corners of the heavens is mercy from the Lord, man. Right? And a lot of our people are going to take that for granted as we're going to read here. Go ahead.
Having compassion on His people and on His dwelling place, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High.
But they mocked us. They mocked the messengers. They scoffed. Right? Go ahead.
And despised His words.
And hated the word of the Lord. Go ahead.
And misused His prophets.
Yep.
Until the wrath of the Lord arose against His people, till there was no remedy.
Yep, until there was no remedy, man. And this is what we're telling you. The judgment that the Lord is about to bring, the sword, all right, the punishment, all right, those scourges, as you read in 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, it's not going to be no remedy. The Lord said these people should know death by pain, man. Right? But before it happens, hey, you heard from the prophet first. Right? Started with GMS, Great Millstone, man. Our apostles, elders, and bishops on down, man. See?
Because as the statement continues to be made, the Lord is showing you that we here at Great Millstone have 100% truth, man. All right? And with that being said, we're giving you everything that you need to know so that you understand what's coming. Why is it happening and what's coming? You know, nobody else can give you the answer that we can tell you.
I got a quick precept because you may mention how the prophets of Yahweh Shai being sent out is the Lord showing forth that mercy. This is Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 18. I cry out, my splendor is gone.
That's good. Yeah,
Everything I had hoped for from the Lord is lost. The thought of my suffering and homelessness is bitter beyond words. I will never forget this awful time as I grieve over my loss. Yet I still dare to hope when I remember this. The faithful love of Yahweh never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. You know? So here it is. The prophets are out day in and day out as a sign of the Lord's mercy. But our people are slapping away that opportunity to make use of the Lord's mercy while it's still afforded to them. You know?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33. I'm going to start at verse 30. And it reads, also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and the doors of the houses.
Yeah, that shows you Jake be watching, man. Jake be in the cut, like I said, sneak watching, man. Right? Talking shit. You know, because, hey, our people watch the videos for entertainment, man. That's right. Entertainment and controversy. You know? Go ahead.
Taking on. It says, and speaking one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
Exactly. There go the prophets right there.
Yeah.
There go the men of the Lord right there. Let's go see what they got to say. There go them Hebrews, hey, them black Hebrews as they call us, right? Right? Which we not black. Niggas got to learn to let that go, man. Go ahead.
Continuing on, Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people.
Yep.
And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, Jake could come up acting like he's sincere, right? Really inquiring on how, you know, how to fear the Lord, what to do to get right. But Jake ain't doing that. You know, Jake is good at showing face and, you know, lip service and shit, man.
Yeah, shalom, brother.
Right. They can take that interaction and go on TikTok and make a market video.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
That's right.
Hey, you know how many brothers or so-called people we seen, brothers, that said they'd be back and we never seen them again? You know? Go ahead. There you go.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people coming, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Hey, Jake is hearing the words.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, like I said, these people can act like they're ignoring us, but they're hearing what we're saying. You know? But they're not going to do the words of the Lord. Go ahead.
Continuing on. For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their own covetousness.
Yeah, Jake will dap you up and shalom and salute you, right? But their mind is still functioning towards their own devices, man. Jake's still gonna do what they want to do.
Elder Bernard Zakpar just did a video, you know, showing Jake in the church with fringes on.
Yeah, right.
You know, so they hear the words, but you know, Jake ain't. It's not sinking in with him. You know, the branch is gonna go all the way to the top when it comes to a lot of our people, man. You know. I'll keep going. Right. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 32, and lo,
That's right.
thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on the instrument. For they hear thy words, but they will not do them. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. You know, so, you know, when all hell break loose out there, and Jake really start to see the prophecies really jump off the dresser, you know, like the mandatory implementation of the MOTB, you know, the time of Jacob's trouble, this is when Jake is going to realize, like, damn, you know, just like that guy in the video, he's like, damn, you know, isn't it funny that those Hebrew Israelites are right about everything? So after a while, a lot of our people, they're going to be like, damn, man, those guys were right. You know, those guys that were standing out there, you know, looking like Power Rangers, you know, those bummer lights. You know, we were right the whole time, man. You know, but, you know, a lot of our people today, they let TikTok be their prophet, man. You know? You know, so when everything, you know, all said and done happens, it's when they're going to know that, you know, that the men of the Lord was sitting out there the whole time, every Saturday, man.
Yeah, Esau will show you that in that movie. Every end of the world movie, you got a person in the movie with a sign, the end of the world.
Yeah.
They'll always show you, we're always there.
Yeah.
Somebody get Jeremiah 28 real quick. Because the Lord will always give you that token before you're about to make a move on the kingdom. You know? That, like I said earlier, that iniquity had to be fulfilled, you know, to that limit the Lord wanted to get to before he made a move. But before that happened, he'll give warning so that his elect can hear that word and repent. They don't take part in that judgment.
Yeah, sin and transgression is at its highest point in the planet Earth.
Right.
We live in an era where there's no boundaries, right? There's no limit, all right? When it comes, hey, the scriptures even talk about that in Job, man, right? There's no limit to his wickedness. You see what I'm saying? That's why life can't be prolonged under this man's rulership here, man.
And too, it's not so bad. It's going to tell you that our people's sins have surpassed these of the wicked. Man. That's another reason why this war is so wicked, because Esau is allowing Jacob to pretty much, you know, do as thou wilt, to the point to where they're destroying themselves and the earth. You know, because like I said, the earth and Israel, we have a symbiotic relationship. And when we are not abiding by the order that the Lord gave us, everything else suffers.
So Jeremiah chapter 28, and starting verse 7, it says, "Nevertheless, hear thou this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence."
Right. So you pay attention to the formula that the Lord uses. All right. He does the same thing every kingdom, man. So America's not going to break no different. But the only problem today is that not only are people not realizing that they're Israelites, they don't understand the role of what the Lord sent the prophets up for. All right. So you have in history time read about when the people were encountered upon the Lord, it was a matter of fear with them. Like with Samuel, when he came into the city, they were asking him, like, "You coming with peace or evil? You coming without peace or evil?" And, you know, and that's that reverence of fear. But now, these niggas don't fear nothing, man. You know, the fear is absent from this world. The only fear that you niggas got is of Esau, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you got it. Start at 18.
So Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 18. "And therefore will the Lord wait, that he may be gracious unto you. And therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him."
Blessed are all they that wait on Yahweh. They said he's a power. Peace, brother. He said he was a power of judgment. The scriptures say the Lord is known by his judgments, right? And that's another thing, like Priest was saying, Jake is seeing these judgments, man. Jake is seeing the terror of the Lord, man. And it's spooking Jake. Because like I said, here it is. People say that the Bible ain't real. God is fake, whatever these people say, right? But the philosophy that you subscribe to, it doesn't tell you shit about what's going on earth, man. That's right. Right? What's the times you're living in, the beast system that's coming to pass, all right? All these calamities, the wars, all right? Your enslaved condition here in Babylon, all right? None of these other idols and philosophies talk about that, man. But everybody got something to say about the scriptures, man. Right? But all those words, like Yahweh said in Matthew 12 and 36, and every other word you should give an account thereof.
That's why
right?
Year in and year out, the Bible is the most sold book in the world, because they know, all right, when great calamity happens, they know to go to the scriptures to find the answer. But the problem is, the majority of people don't have the answer or don't have the spirit to go into the scriptures and really understand what's going on there. That's why we're sent out here, man. To give you that understanding, if you have the ear to hear.
Yeah, to make it plain upon the tables.
Right.
You got that.
Isaiah 30 and 19. "For the people shall dwell in Zion and Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more, He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee.
Yeah, and the cries of the Lord's elect are being heard. And this is why the Lord is reacting. This is why these things are happening in the earth. It tells you that in Jeremiah that he does all these things for the sake of Zion. Right? He's mustering up the host of battle, World War III between Russia and America. All right, these different things. That Babylon is being broken down. This is all for the sake of Israel, starting with the elect. Because the Lord said that he never forgot his people. You got it, huh?
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Yeah, it was that corner represents a low place. And like we said, Jacob's tried everything under the sun. Jake tried gangbanging, he tried voting, protesting, all right? He tried everything, man. You tried to get ahead in the corporate world, that didn't work. Yeah, bringing the black community together, all of that, man.
He done done everything. Everything except to take this Bible serious.
Yeah. And that proves that everything that we tried as a nation, liberation wasn't going to come by man's hands. It was going to come through Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's why the scriptures tell you, let the Lord build the house, that house is built in faith.
That's it. You got it? So that's why the Lord set forth the apostles last. You know? Showing you that all the other movements and whatever philosophies that Jake tried didn't work. That wasn't the Lord's will.
So I removed Strong's H3670. It reads, to be hidden from view, to be cornered, to be thrust aside. So pretty much the prophets are no longer hidden, man. Right? The Lord brought forth this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that it could be put on Front Street. You know, so that everybody could see it. So as the elder said, there will be no cloak for their sins, man. Nobody can say they didn't hear this message. So all you Israelites who are refusing it, you're marking yourselves for that judgment.
Right. Even if you don't agree, it don't matter. The truth is the truth, right? So you just be destroyed in your unbelief. Go ahead.
So Isaiah 30.
Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 14. It says, thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity.
Right, because these false prophets they're not giving you the whole road, man. A lot of these other camps are bent on keeping you in a party mirth type of spirit, man. You know, being in the world. You know, that's the spirit, this whole commercialism shit amongst Israel, man. These commercial Israelites, content creators, these podcast Hebrews, man. Making a bag off the truth and making a bag off Jake's simple ass. That's not what it's about right now, man. We ain't in the time for that. It's about warning the sheep, man.
That's right. See, that's what Satan wants them to do, though, man. Because when you're occupied in the spirit of mirth, it's a form of entertainment. And I believe the word entertainment means to distract, right?
Somebody can put it up.
Yeah, look up in the etymology. But when you're constantly in that party spirit, you're not worried about what's going on, man. That's why these other Israelite camps, you never hear them speaking on the destruction and whatever's going on in world news, because all they care about is party.
Right.
They care about, this folly shit. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, what do we got to debate about when Jacob's trouble's at the door? What the hell are we debating for, man, when Esau's getting ready to come down with great wrath upon the 12 tribes, man? You don't see Esau making Jake the face of terrorism in America? Everything that's wrong with Babylon, Jake is in the forefront of that shit, man. Right? So what the hell, what we got to do with this world, man? You know? Go ahead, Al. Yeah, man.
This is the word for entertain in the Free Dictionary. It says to hold the attention of someone with something amusing or diverting.
So to distract you. And that's what these other Israelite camps are doing to their own congregation, man. Right. Distracting them to what really matters. You know? Because if they truly cared about their congregation, they would be more than them like how we do, man. You know? We don't got time to be promoting, like you said, bullshit debate. What the fuck do we gain from debating somebody we know that's wrong? That's stupid. That's like they got a saying in the world, if I was butchering it, but pretty much if you arguing with a fool, all right, from a distance, people and look at it looks like two fools talking, right? I'm butchering it.
They can't tell who's who.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pointless, man.
Lamentations 2 and 14. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity.
Yeah, they have not discovered thine iniquity. They're not telling you to repent from your sins, man. You know? Go ahead.
To turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
Yeah, false burdens, man. And building a
We walk
community
around,
here
takes
in
5
a
minutes, we go through
destroyed
the
society.
I'm back.
You know, getting the bag. You know, basically being one with the world, man. You know, these are vain visions. You know, any more? That's it. Con, go back to that. You know something about?
Yeah, I just wanted to grab the definition for the word mirth, you know, because a lot of these people out there, you know, it's all about, you know, like how you say, it's all about entertainment, amusement, things like that, you know. And,
right now, the big bag is in Hebrew podcasting. That's where the money is at. You know, get that big ass mic, set it in front of the camera, you know, and talk about everything except the scriptures.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about, you know, their cars, you know, what kind of cars they driving, you know,
Right.
what kind of house they live in and all of that. You know, the Spirit of the Lord ain't operating with that, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men.
So it's better to go into the house mourning, man. You know, but a lot of our people out there, you know, they're not in mourning. You know, this is hence why we wear these garments, man, because we're in the house of mourning. You know, but Jake, you know, want to do podcasts and, you know, and all that.
And the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
That's right. Yeah.
The heart of the wise is in the house of the mourning. The house of mourning.
So the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, man. You know, hence why, you know, the wise, us, you know, starting with our head apostle heart, we're not out there celebrating, you know, having a good time, man. You know, but as you see these other Israelite groups is about, you know, extravagant Passover parties and all of that, man.
Right.
You know?
If I can add, because being in the house of mourning, when you're in a mournful state, all right, you are more adherent to the Spirit. Because as it says, when you increase in wisdom, you increase in sorrow. So when you are in that mournful state, you're more focused on wisdom. Because you're trying to figure out how to get out of that state. So that's what's going to make you focus on the Lord. These niggas, they're not concerned with that. They want to continue to be in the flesh, which is what Murph does. You know? Distraction.
Verse 4, Ecclesiastes 7 and 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. That's the point.
Yeah. That's why you have, you know, comments that was made in the past talking about, you know, how the true prophets make certain the Lord. You know, like, you know, y'all get on us for how we, you know, do what we're doing, but we just want to have fun. That's ultimately what Jake wants, is to have fun. Yeah, like, no, nigga, we'll have fun. The kingdom. We're in business time right now. Do you not know, like it says in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, man, it's a time and a place for everything. We're not in a time of peace, love, and all that bullshit. We're in a time of war and great death, man. Pestilence, all that. The Lord is judging this place, man.
The definition for the word mirth. I got a precept. This is the book of this is the definition for the word mirth. It says amusement, especially as expressed in laughter. See that? And we're not in those times, man. Just like how Priest just said, you know, there's a time for everything. We're not in the time to be having fun and all of that, man. You see, Esau better come down on these so-called back, referring to the book of Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, because he knows that he had but a short time, and Jake want to, you know, live it up.
Right.
You know, Jake is in the Epicurean spirit, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Because like the scripture say to answer your point, the scripture say, them that laugh now shall cry later.
That's right. I got a quick precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 20. And it reads, a fool lifteth up his voice and laughter, right? But a wise man doeth scarce smile a little. You know, so we're not in the time to be out here showing our teeth and, you know, eating, you know, and coming on podcasts and all of that, man. You know, we know that, you know, things are great to get real out here, Jake. You know, the time is ticking, man. You know, but Jake is, you know, just you know, And again, it's because, the devil got these individuals in that spirit, man, of just wanting to be entertained and smile and debate and all of that. But that comes with a cost, man. You gotta do something.
So back to Isaiah 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yes, so the Lord had it set up where your eyes, you're going to see the teachers, your teachers with your very own eyes. Is the men that you see set up on the four corners of the earth. All right, that's proclaiming the name of Yahweh Bashim Awashad and prophecy, man. All right, all throughout America and all around the world. Your eyes shall see the teachers. So there ain't no way that you didn't know. The Lord has raised up prophets in Babylon. I got it, right? You got it, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah 29 and 15. Because ye have said, the Lord have raised up prophets in Babylon.
There you go, man. The prophets are back. Right? Whether you believe it or not, man. Prophecy is still coming to pass. All right? Let every man, let the Most High be true, and let every man be found a liar. Right? Go ahead, I'll read some more.
Isaiah 30 and 21. And thine and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it.
Yeah, this is the way, this is the correct path to go. Right? Keep going.
This is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left.
Right, that's why in Isaiah 35, give me that real quick, Isaiah 35, where it talks about only the wayfaring man shall find that path. Right? Isaiah 35 and 8.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 8.
Because even when concerning the path of truth, everybody's not able to find that. All right? Only the elect were able to find that path, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 35 and 8. And highway shall be there, and a way that shall be called the way of holiness.
See that? This is the way of holiness. Right? Keep going.
The unclean shall not pass over it.
The unclean shall not pass over it. Go ahead.
But it shall be for those, the wayfaring men.
Wayfaring men, which means to be upright. Those that walk upright in truth. That path is for the wayfaring men. Go ahead.
The fools shall not err therein.
The fools ain't going to find it anymore.
That was it.
Read it in LT. Gives you like a little better hit. Isaiah 35 and verse 8. NLT. Real quickly, we'll go back to that Isaiah 30.
This is Isaiah 35 and 8 in the NLT.
Because we're speaking about everybody wasn't made privy to the path. Go ahead.
It says, and a great road will go through that once deserted land.
Yep.
It will be named the highway of holiness.
Yep, the highway of holiness. Go ahead.
Every evil-minded person will never travel on it.
Every evil-minded person will never travel on it. That's why everybody can't get it. Keep going.
It will be only for those who walk in God's ways. Fools will never walk there.
There you go. It's only those. That path is only for those who walk in God's ways in spirit and truth. Fools not going to be able to enter into that path. 2/3 ain't going to get it. Right? That's right. This is not all inclusive. Right? So let's go back to Isaiah 30.
Yeah, just like I said earlier, this truth is esoteric. You go into that definition for esoteric. Pretty much, knowledge that was given into an initiated group. So the elect were only ones afforded access, to this wisdom of understanding. Therefore, that's why they're the only ones that can see.
Yeah, he gave us the path, the spirit, man. But he left 2/3 to continue to roam in the wilderness. Go ahead.
So Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 21. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in
Hey,
it.
that's spiritual, because everybody didn't make it to the promised land either. He had to kill off them unbelieving Israelites. Man.
This is the way, walk ye in it.
This is the way, walk ye in it. Go ahead.
When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. Ye shall defile also the covering of thy engraving images of silver.
And that's another point. And the inside ultimately was who? Yahweh Shai. All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Go ahead.
And the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
Read it from the top again.
Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver and the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
Right, and through this awakening that's taking place all throughout the planet, you got Jay casting off these ways of the heathen. They're letting go of the idols. They're coming out of these churches and these fuck doctrines. Right? They're coming into the pathway.
He's a good
Go ahead.
kid. He's just,
Thou shalt cast him away as a minstrel's cloth.
Yep.
Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence.
Yeah. And that's what the righteous are doing. The customs of this world, they're casting them off. All right? They're putting on the truth. Go ahead.
Then shall he give the rain of thy seed, that thou shalt sow the ground withal, and bread of the increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and plenteous. In that day shall thy cattle feed in large pastures.
Keep going.
The oxen likewise, and the young asses that ear the ground, shall eat clean provender, which hath been winnowed with the shovel and with the fan.
Yep. And this is what's happening now. Read on.
And there shall be upon every high mountain.
And what do the mountains represent? Major governments. All right. So upon every high mountain, go ahead.
And upon every high hill,
Yep.
rivers and streams of waters in the day of the great slaughter, when the towers fall.
Yeah. So it said upon every high mountain, every high hill, rivers and streams of water. That's the truth. Right? This word is out here, man. Isaiah 13:2. The word has reached the gates of the nobles, man. Like we said at the start of this camp, you can't ignore the prophets, nor the prophecies, man. You got to acknowledge this thing. The Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is moving everything that's irrelevant out of the fucking way, man. That's right. And he's making the pathway for the truth, for his men, for his word to be magnified, man. Nothing else matters but that, man. It ain't the bread and circus, it ain't the Hollywood entertainment, it ain't none of that. You see what the Lord is doing to it. It's all being destroyed, man. The government, Hollywood, everybody in Hollywood is a bunch of faggots. Yep. Pedophiles, worshiping Satan, blood-drinking demons, man. This is common knowledge now, man. Right? It ain't no secret no more. Right? Kamala and Trump work for the same team. People talking about cast your vote, make your vote count. When you people gonna wake up, man?
So I can just make a mention on that. If this current situation with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene didn't show you what Katrina showed you years ago, that shows your government don't give a fuck about these people. Yeah. They literally telling these people that, look, they gonna leave them bodies there, they're just gonna steer on over that to get that lithium out that land so they can make that shit to a smart city.
Yeah, same thing they're doing here in North Carolina, man. You know, and in Florida, right? You got this category, 5, 6 hurricane. They say about 19 tornadoes is ripping through there. And it's the irony behind it all is that FEMA just declared that they ran out of funds to help for natural disasters.
You said there's billions of dollars over to Ukraine, though.
But yeah, you got $9 billion, $10 billion going to Ukraine and Israel and shit. You see what I'm saying? And they made this announcement right before this natural disaster is hitting Florida now. So I guarantee you, just in the spirit, that the victims that pass away due to the carnage and damage of this hurricane that's going on in Florida right now, that's going to be the distraction going into the election. So many people was messed up, went without power, died, you know? This is what they're going to be pumping to get people's minds off the election or whatever. Hey, they could have did this shit to take votes and shit like that, you know?
They do that with the because every time around election season, there's always disaster, there's a shooting, multiple shootings, so things to get these people stuff to talk about so that their mind isn't really on what matters.
Yeah.
Distractions.
And they just caught the Afghanistan dude. He was supposed to do something on the election day to unalive a lot of Americans, but they caught the guy, they said. So there's a lot of shit going on, man. You know, you got it out.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 1, it reads, Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small raindrops upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. Right? Because we're seeing this word, like the elder said, all distractions are being removed. Right? This word is touching every facet of life in every form imaginable. Right? So like that dew, that it's on everything. Right? It's on every social media platform. It's on every news broadcast, television. Everybody's talking about this truth, man.
Can you read that from again at verse 25 in Isaiah 30?
So Isaiah 30 and verse 25. And there shall be upon every high mountain and upon every high hill
That's right.
rivers and streams of waters
This truth, this knowledge, go ahead.
in the day of the great slaughter,
Uh-huh.
when the towers fall.
Well, who will represent the towers? Going back to the elites of Esau. And we're in a time where the towers are being brought down. Esau is about to be destroyed. See, the Edomite conglomerate as a whole is about to be wiped off the map. You see that? As a matter of fact, add on real quick before what you got. Zephaniah, it talks about the towers. Zephaniah 1 and bear with me, I want to say verse 10, 11, somewhere in there. Hold on one second. Let me find it. Just make a quick point. This is the book of Zephaniah. Is it 1 and 16? Grab that for me real quick. Yes. Yeah, and then finish out the chapter. Matter of fact, start at 14 and finish it out.
Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near.
Yeah, this is what we want in the people. That the great and terrible day of the Lord is near. All right, go ahead.
It is near and hasteneth greatly.
Right, you see how fast shit is moving right now? It is near and it hastens greatly. Yeah. Right? Hey, the MOTB structure is here, man. WEF, the UN, the WHO, all right? They're ready to push this thing, man. You got your gatekeepers, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, whatever his name is, right? These Amalekites that are pretty much in the forefront of ushering this system in, man. Go ahead.
It says, it is near and hastens greatly.
Yep.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord.
Yep.
The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
The mighty man should cry there bitterly, showing you how terrible that time is going to be. It said the mighty man should cry bitterly. Go ahead.
That day is a day of wrath.
Yep.
A day of trouble and distress.
A day of trouble and distress. Look what the Lord is doing now, man. Hurricanes, earthquakes, natural disasters. All right? Cities are being plummeted, man. Protests all over Italy, man. Right? There's videos of these people clashing with the government, with the police. Right? There's millions of people on the streets just going at it with the cops. Go ahead.
A day of wasteness and desolation.
A day of wasteness and desolation. That's going to happen by the way of nuclear destruction. Keep going.
A day of darkness and gloominess.
Uh-huh.
A day of clouds and thick darkness.
Right. So the spirit of gloom is upon the world. Go ahead. And confusion and perplexity. Right? Unsurety. Go ahead.
A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities.
Right. The trumpet going back to the prophets. The prophets are representative of that trumpet being blown. That's a warning. Right. Go ahead.
And against the high towers.
See?
And I will bring distress upon men.
The high towers. The elites are about to fall. Go ahead.
That they will walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither shall their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Right, the bag ain't gonna save you, Jake. Right, the bag that you put your trust in right now. You know, because Jake got all types of podcasts and YouTube videos of how to, invest your money properly, how to watch the stock market, when to pull in, you know, all of that, man.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin. You know, how to generate generational wealth. Right? Keep going.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell on the land.
Right, so that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell on the land. So this destruction that's going to take place, according to the prophecies, is going to be a speedy riddance, man. It ain't going to take long. Right? It's not going to be a long and drawn out thing, man. Once the Lord brings the sword, it's a wrap. All right? And now, hey, let's begin the kingdom of heaven, you know? Now let's prepare for the new world. You see? What you got? What you brothers hold? You know? If you're not, give me Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19 and start at verse 18. Read on down.
This is the book. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and I'm going to start at verse 18. And it reads, in that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak.
Start at 15.
God. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 15. And it reads, neither shall there be any work in Egypt,
Yep.
which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Right, and that's been the main complaint. People can't find work here, man. You know, it's hard as hell to make a living, to provide for oneself. You got that?
Yeah, if I can add right fast, because what a lot of people are starting to realize with these consumer price index reports that are coming out and the job reports that are coming out, people are starting to find out that a lot of these numbers are rigged. You know, in a lot of reports that these companies are posting ghost jobs, which is impacting the way how the reports, as far as the job availability, is coming to the attention of the attention of the U.S. citizens.
Right. The lies that these niggas like Biden and Trump and them telling you that, look, they're generating all these jobs out the blue like this, but just add to the brother's point, all these ghost jobs are starting to be exposed. Like I said, they're showing you they're lying to you. They're trying to put Band-Aid on an infected wound, man. That's continually getting worse and worse to the point to where, hey, America has gangrene, man. You gotta cut this bitch off, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 16, and it reads, and that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear, because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, that Drake that did the video. He's a prime example of that scripture. You know, hey, them Hebrew Israelites, they right. You know, it's time to consider what they saying. Because people, hey, Jake is in fear, man. Hey, because the Lord is allowing these prophecies to be so overwhelming that, look, you can't turn a side eye to it. Like I said, it's like the elephant that's in the room. You're not just gonna walk by it and act like you didn't see it. And that's how the Lord is making these prophecies go off. So now it's like, damn. I heard these guys on the street corners talk about this, man. They talked about the hurricanes and how this man had the ability through the left-hand side to manipulate weather and shit, you know?
They told us there was going to be a pandemic a couple of years ago that it happened. You know, they told us that they're coming with the biometric technology that's going to go into your hand, that all the money's going to be ran through.
Yep.
They're going to kill off millions of people. Everything that we've been saying about with the apostles and elders for years, you're now acknowledging.
Yeah.
You can't ignore it.
I got a little more.
Go ahead.
I'll read it again.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 19 and 16, and that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
Yeah, so pretty much the infrastructure of America is frail. It's like a woman, man. It's weak. You know, can't defend itself. You know, the people will be like unto women. There's a very weak and effeminate spirit in this place, in this society, man. You know, there's no that rah-rah spirit is out of here, man. You know, that whole like, you know, we are America. That spirit is done.
Patriotic.
That patriotic,
pride.
yeah, that pride is done. You know, the army, not the army, the military. You know, they're losing recruits every year. Every year, the recruits go down lower and lower because people don't want to. They don't want to fight for the country.
Yeah, they realize that the army, the military, there's nothing more than pawns that play the global chess game for the elite.
That's it. That's all you
They
want.
don't care about you. Here it is. You go risk your life. All right, come back, goddamn maimed like a motherfucker, emotionally scarred,
Right.
just to come back to a country that doesn't help you.
Right.
Niggas come back here with mental problems, you know, body ailments,
Yeah.
and they end up homeless and nobody gives a fuck about them. According to scripture, that's wrong. You know, a man of war is supposed to be rewarded. He's supposed to be honored, man.
Taken care of.
Taken care of. This country just uses you and throws you away, just like every. You military people ain't no different from these celebrity athletes. No, you are just used for Esau's means. Then once you use your usefulness, you destroy you. That shows you he's an unfit ruler. That's it.
Done. What's some more? Oh, you got something? Oh.
I was just gonna make mention. It's a precept. I don't know exactly where it's at. So it talks about how he will draw thee twice, yet thrice, and pretty much throw you away once he's done using you.
That's the one.
I got a precept just to back up verse 16.
Yeah,
Okay?
bring it out. Come in.
Yeah, keep going. This is the book of Nahum. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3. I'm going to read verse 13. And it reads, Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide upon unto thy enemies.
Yeah, see, the gates of thy land shall be set wide upon thy enemies, man. That's why you got all these crazy ass niggas coming in here, man. Which I went into the lesson about the border crisis again. All right, I've been on that because hey, they talk about hundreds of thousands of niggas with convictions of murder, trafficking, gangs, MS-13, cartels, right? You talking about niggas that got bodies.
They said over 10 million people.
Right.
Real killers. Not you want to be gangster.
Right.
Right. These niggas out.
Right.
Yeah. These niggas that's coming in, they are beheading people.
Yeah,
Right.
mutilating bodies and sacrificing your ass to some damn demon. That's the type of time they on. Go ahead, Al.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 13, and it reads, Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women.
Yeah, weak. Go ahead.
The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies.
Yup.
The fire shall devour thy body.
Yeah, the destruction, man. The gates of this place is wide open, man. It's all types of war criminals and agents and spies. All right, army, what's it called? Military-aged men that are disguised as migrants, man. Right? That sleeper cells that are waiting to be activated. Right? So this place is in a world of hurt, man. You know, you go back to that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 17, and it reads, And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt.
See that the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt, man. It started with Judah. Judah had to be raised up first. Really dealing with the prophets as a whole, man. The prophets are a terror unto Egypt, man. Like we said, hey, look, we've been out here for years. How much more the apostles, man? You don't think these people heard the words of the Lord, the scriptures, saw the videos? Come on, man. Hey, the prophets are becoming a terror, man. What if they're right?
That's the raging question in everybody's head, man.
You know?
Also, if I may add, as long as you brothers been out here, you imagine how many people, have walked past, seen you brothers and heard the word. Made them afraid. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 17, and the land of Egypt, like in the land of Judah, shall be a terror to Egypt.
Yep.
Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid of in himself.
Right, but like we said, by you ignoring the word of the Lord, pretty much having it's going to give you a guilty conscience. And a guilty conscience leads to a condemned spirit. You see what I'm saying? Because hey, you hear what the Lord say what to do and what not to do. Right? You're not doing it. Therefore, you're guilty in the spirit because you should be doing better. And then you don't change your ways, therefore you're going to be condemned.
Guilt brings forth shame.
That goes into that burden at the top of the chapter. That's not just a burden for Esau, it's a burden for 2/3 as well. Because that shaking of the hand is going forth for correction, but they're refusing that correction. And now, like the elder said, their spirits are being condemned.
That's it.
Our people, they'd rather add sin to sin. This is why people get them on the incorrect. But it's because they like being sinful in that sinful nature.
Yeah, you being mad at the Bible and the words of the Lord and not believing ain't gonna change nothing.
Right. Like the influx of videos you've been seeing as of late, with all these atheist type niggas that's going out blasting God, talking about, if God is this all loving, caring God, all he's doing is saying, where is he at during slavery? Why is he allowing kids to die and all this? Like they're voicing, like you said, they're wickedness to the public because they really hate the Lord. That's right.
This is Sirach chapter 40 and verse 2. Their imagination of things to come, their imagination of things to come in the day of death trouble their thoughts and cause fear of heart.
Man, that's good. Break it down.
God, these people, they carry themselves in their lust. Instinctively, these people, they're aware of the shit that they do is wrong. That's why a lot of these people, they fear death. Because they know when they go into that afterlife, they're going to have to stand before that judgment seat and give account of everything they've done. Whether they believe it or not, their actions show forth. because these people fear death. We don't fear death, man. You know, we walk in the Holy Spirit
Right.
through the grace of the Lord, so we don't have the fear of death. But these people that walk according to the lust of the flesh, you're gonna fear that, man.
Right. And they know. Because like that saying that they continue to believe the only God can judge them. They say that because in the back of their mind they know that they're wicked. They don't want to show shame-faced. Therefore, they'd rather put the front on and continue to be a nigga and then face the judgment when they see the Lord, which is a stupid decision, by the way. But that's how people are, right? This is St. John chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 15. It says that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For the Most High loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth him, believeth in him, should not perish but have everlasting life.
He wasn't talking about the whole world. He's talking about the world of Israel. Started with the elect. All right, go ahead.
For the Most High sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He that believeth on him is not condemned. It says, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
Right, many of our people are already condemned, but you believe not. And the Lord put the Spirit on you to not to believe. Go ahead.
Because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh.
That's why you calling on Jesus Christ. That's why you calling on Yahweh, Yeshua. You calling on Allah. You calling on a black woman. You calling on some Kemetic God. You calling on yourself. Money. You into witchcraft. Right? Yeah, you calling your ancestors.
Yes.
And this is the condemnation. That light is coming to the world.
That light is coming to the world. The light represents Yahweh Shai in the form of his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is being exercised through the prophets. So light is coming to the world. Go ahead.
It says, and men love darkness rather than light.
Men love darkness rather than light, man. It's better off being a nigga, man. All right, go ahead.
Because their deeds were evil.
Yup.
And everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Right, so Jake don't want to be corrected, man, because Jake likes being in the flesh. It's more powerful. You know? And remember, correction is grievous to a wicked man. You know?
Hey, this is scripture, I forgot where it said. It pretty much talks about how war and hates a virgin woman is the apocrypha.
Yeah, I think it's 7.
You can find that. It says, but he that doeth truth cometh to the light,
Yep.
that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in Yahweh. The main reason that they hate the prophets is because we're a reminder of their weakness. Because as we're showing forth the good works to our power, it's a reminder to them that what they're doing is not right. And so they hate having that light shine upon them. Therefore, they're projecting their hatred of themselves onto us and the Lord, man. You know? I'm going to read from the NLT real quick. We'll start back at verse 19. NLT, it says, and the judgment is based on this fact. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's light came into the world, but people loved the darkness more than the light, for their actions were evil. All who do evil hate the light and refuse to go near it for fear their sins will be exposed. All right? And that's why at the end of the day, you know, the people don't want this acknowledge the truth because our people hate accountability. They don't want to acknowledge the wickedness that they've done because they're ashamed. Like you said earlier, that guilt is the fact that they don't want to accept the shame. This truth teaches you how to be shamefaced, to sit in it, so that the Lord can take you out of that shame, man. Because look, guilt and shame, that's like a pit that this world just continues to fall deeper and deeper into, man. When Yahweh Shai pulls you out that pit, like it tells you in Job 33rd chapter, man. All right, but our people don't want the help. Here it is, the Lord's giving you the hand to pull you out, and you're just smacking the Lord's hand out the way.
It's just a commentary for that John 3:19 in the latter. It says, they chose to walk in the darkness that they may do the works of darkness. They broke the divine law, refused the mercy offered to them. They are arrested by divine justice, convicted, condemned, and punished. But whence does their damnation proceed? From themselves. So that it's from them, right? right? Because the Lord ultimately didn't give them that belief, man. Right? So all their works are becoming a damnation and condemnation to themselves. Man.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 49. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, so shall righteousness hate iniquity, when she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face. When she cometh, that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon earth.
That's pretty much what we see happening right now. All right, we're like virtuous women that's pretty much being hated by the whore, and all you people have taken part with the whore, man. And so you don't want to see, all right, that virtuous woman in her beauty, because that's a reminder of what you're not.
Right.
You know, just like the women of this world, man. They like you had years back when Steph Curry wife was trying to be somewhat righteous.
I am just right over there by you.
You know, and she was pretty much attacked. You know, she wasn't, showing her body like that. She wasn't in the media like that. And they was like, yo, this, they shamed her for that to where she had to eventually conform. But the world can't do that to us though, man. Because we're covered by the Lord to where the light that's coming from us through the wisdom is shining so bright that darkness can't come near us, man.
You got something else, Alex?
No, I was just thinking the scriptures speak about how Yahushua prayed to not take us out of the world, but to keep us from the evil. You know, like you had said, priest, that light is shining so bright, it can't touch his elect. Now, Lord willing, we be a part of the elect and go to the very end and be saved.
Brother, you got it.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 19. I'm going to read verse 17 again. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it.
What is the counsel of the Lord, which he has determined against Babylon, which is destruction? Right? So here it is. Once again, as we keep echoing up here, is that these people are listening to us, man, whether they act like it or not. All right? Because people are going back and they're doing the research. The last thing these Edomites need is a nigga to be right. So you don't think they're going back and doing the research on the things that we talking about? Hey, look, I'll be watching, what's that Edomite? Alex Jones. He has a channel called InfoWars, man. And a lot of his content, when I've been watching for like the past 3 months now, real hard, you know what I'm saying? Because I got him on the app thing. But a lot of the content that they bring out, it come from us, man. Them niggas is watching the videos, bro. They watch the apostles and bishops, man. A lot of the information that we go into, the news, the way we bring it out, man, and they watching it. See?
And went into it. Went into the word Quran and everything. So these guys, they're watching this.
Yes.
Tucker
Tucker Carlson.
Posted a clip of the apostles when they was on 34/7. This truth is done what it's supposed to do. The Lord said that his will was going to be done, Isaiah 55:11. So this word was going to reach the four corners of the earth. So it's irrefutable. All have heard. I actually got a quick piece of it from there.
Got it. Go ahead.
Just a land back.
Hey, oh yeah, you had your man Glenn Beck. Right. That got fired from Fox News when he did the special on the Native American artifact that had the Paleo Hebrew written on it. He was like, "What is this?" Yeah, the Decalogue stone. He's like, "What is this?"
It's 5
Back
hours
creep.
and 17
He's like, "Can somebody explain this? Is this Hebrew? What are they not telling us? Go ahead, Al.
This is John chapter 15 and verse 22. It says, "If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin." So the prophets is who the Lord has spoken through. All right, through the Holy Spirit. All right, so these people have no way to say, "Oh, I didn't know, I didn't hear." Right? All have heard. All right, so there's no cloak because you people are willfully ignorant. The scripture speaks of, man. You're choosing to carry on in your ways of the flesh as opposed to sowing to the Spirit, repenting, and believing in the Word. So now you're going to be held liable for not doing so. And you're going to perish. The Lord is not an unjust judge, man.
Right. Scripture tell you, and I believe that's in the prayer of Azariah, it says that all the Lord's judgments are righteous. You know, the Lord doesn't do anything out of place, man. All right? That's what you call having perfect balance, man. Because the Lord is justified in every action that he does, man.
I got two separate documents. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1. And it reads, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. And it reads, lift ye up a banner on a high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right, so this word, the Lord has set up this word to be teached and preached throughout the four corners of the earth through his holy men, his prophets, right? They've received the Holy Spirit. They've received the unction from on high to know all things pertinent unto salvation, to break down the scriptures plainly upon tables, right? And it's been burdensome upon this system. Why is that? Because the Lord has, again, as the Quran has said, he has his intent to destroy Babylon the Great, man. All right? And we're going to continue to let the people know that, right? But this has reached the gates of the nobles, the elites of this society. They know that, man. All right? Remember, the scriptures speak about how the soul that is within him is not upright, right? Esau is in fear, man. It's a fearful thing to know that your kingdom is going to be brought down and there's nothing you can do about it. You're out of there, man. And you simple-minded niggas out here that are acting as though this society is going to go on, know that he knows his society ain't going to go on. That's why he's doing all the crazy shit he's doing. So it will behoove you Israelites to stop negating the fact that this is the word of the Lord and it's coming to pass. Just be accepting of it, man. Because the more you try and fight against it, the more you try to fight against it, the harder it fights back.
Yeah, it's like, I heard a brother make the analogy, the truth is like quicksand.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, the harder you try to fight, quicksand, the more you sink down. You know, so you got to accept the truth for what it is, man. This is the combination of this world, man. This place has to be judged, man.
The Lord commanded Israel to eat the whole roll. You got to accept the good, bad, ugly, and the terrible.
I got a lesson I'm going to, you know, that's really the Lord's remedy. You know, you got to be accepting of the Lord's remedy because he's literally the one that tore your ass apart to smithereens for disrespecting him, for being disobedient. Now you have to come and subject yourself to the Lord. But it ain't going to be no other way that you can do it except for going about it how he said to.
You gotta hurt. You gotta suffer.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 18. And it reads, in that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan and swear to the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction.
Yeah, so the Lord said that we will speak the language of Canaan, going back to the Hebrew. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Zephaniah, give me that real quick. You know? And turn it back to the pure language.
That's Bible prophecy. You know, showing you, that hey man, you can't come against this book. You know, but a lot of Jake out there, they want to kick against the bricks. You know, think that the things that the prophets are saying are not going to come true. You know, and the brothers out there, you know, they coming back to their pure language, man. You know, speaking the last one without.
The last thing that Jake was considering learning the language was Hebrew.
Yeah.
You was gonna learn Spanish, French.
Yeah.
You know, right. It was the Spirit of the Lord that allowed for you to even tap in to consider the ancient Hebrew at that. Right. Right. This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 9. It says. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language.
Yeah, then I will turn to the people a pure language, pure tongue, the Lashon Kodash. Yep. Brother, speak the Hebrew, man. Go ahead.
That they may all call upon the name of Yahweh.
Yeah, there you go, man. Which is in the Lashon Kodash, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. Yep. You know, that's a start.
Yep.
You know? So we would have the language, basically. Remember, Baruch, the second chapter. In the land of their captivities, they should remember themselves, man. And shall think stiffly upon my name. That required the Hebrew, Jay.
That's right.
to get into the language. Right? Like the elders and apostles say, you know, the wise virgins, part of having the oil is what? Going into the words, man. Going into the languages. The Latin, the Greek, the Hebrew. Getting the full scope so you can properly break the scriptures down, man. You know? Go back to that.
Our diligence to make a call.
That's it.
And this truth forces you to be a scholar.
That's it. How else you going to rightly divide the truth?
Study to show thyself approved.
That's it.
Rightly dividing the word, man. You know?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if I can add, you said right divine the word, because if you look at the vision, you break down the numbers, the problem, till you get to that base number that you need to solve that problem. That's what we do through these scriptures.
That's right.
It says that they may all call upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to serve him with one
To
consent.
serve him with one consent. There's only one name given under heaven that we all should call him. He doesn't have many titles and he doesn't have many names. Right? Let's go back to that. Yeah. And the prophets will be speaking the same thing.
Well, that's why when it said those 5 cities, it's speaking on.
I was coming
right
over
there.
here getting
Every
this
major
stuff
city
put
in
on.
America has prophets that are speaking this language. Right? That are calling the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? So just going back to the elders, listen, there's no excuse for Jake out here. Right? Everywhere you go, you're gonna run into Israelites, man, in one form or fashion or another. Man.
Yep.
You know, and you're gonna hear this truth, you know, whether you keep your head in the sand or not. Man.
And the Lord's so bad with it, you don't even gotta be the Israelites to become that gospel. In fact, you're running to Israelite community, whether it's the t-shirt niggas, you know, the different camps, you're still hearing Israel, bro. That sound's still going throughout the earth.
Yep. You see niggas with the loud ass microphone out there.
Y'all Israelite,
Yeah.
the Israel niggas, the one, I forgot the one you did the TikTok video on.
Yeah, the Israel.
All forms. It's all Jake remembering themselves in some form, man. The Lord just gave the different measure to the ones, but the elect have the full thing, man.
The breath.
Yeah.
He said that in Ezekiel 37, he covered us with skin, put the flesh upon us above, but there was no breath in them. That's the other camps that are just surface level, man. That can't go beyond the Most High and the Son being a black man.
Yeah. Like, you got the example, you know, brothers that's in like The Walking Dead and zombie movies,
Right.
you'll see zombies walking, got the flesh hanging that's missing and shit.
Yeah,
That's these 2/3.
That's them.
They ain't all the way there.
Not all the way equipped. We got it. I'll go back to it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 19. And in that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord.
Yeah, that's the prophets. You know, we're making our bodies a living sacrifice. By coming out here and teaching, this is the altar. You know? And what was that last part in that verse?
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 19, the latter, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord.
Yeah, pillar is the foundation, if you will, man. Going back to the leadership, the prophets. They will represent that pillar. Go ahead.
You had read that, you had called for that earlier, Isaiah 30.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 20, and it shall be for a sign.
See the fact that who said that earlier was a priest, but you seeing all the Israelites around the world. The fact that you're seeing Jake all over is a sign of the end, man. Go ahead.
And for a witness unto the Lord of hosts
Yep.
in the land of Egypt.
In the land of Egypt, man. This is spiritual Egypt. Where the prophets have been raised up again. Go ahead.
Till you know, for they shall cry unto the Lord
Right.
because of the oppressors.
Yeah, they should cry unto the Lord because of their oppressors. Because those cries are being heard. Go ahead.
And he shall send them a Savior and the great one, and he shall deliver
And
them.
he should deliver them. Give me Sirach 35. So it talks about they should cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors, man. Right? Sirach 35, and I want to say it's like in the bottom half. The Lord's going to smite the unmerciful kings.
That's
Go ahead.
Excuse me. This is Sirach chapter 35.
Start at 14.
God. Sirach chapter 35, verse 14. He will not despise the supplication of the fatherless, nor the widow when she poureth out her complaint.
Right, that will represent us. Israel. We will represent that widow that's complaining. All right? Because remember, the Lord divorced us, put us away. You know, we were without our father, our husband. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Do not the tears run down the widow's cheek.
Do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks. Look at the state of Israel, man. Look to the right. Have you seen niggas lately, man? Right? Do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks. Go ahead.
And it's not her cry against him that causeth them to fall.
Yeah, it's not her cry against them that causes her to fall. So there's a great cry going out amongst the elect around the planet Earth, man. And the Lord is hearing us.
What's the main thing that you didn't pray about, man? I'm merciful for the devil. You know? This nigga won't stop.
He ain't gonna stop. Can't stop.
No didn't. Verse 16.
That nigga sound like he's screaming and scrambling. That nigga's nasty.
He's a true Edomite understudy.
That nigga's diabolical.
That's why you can think it.
God damn. Scrambling.
Verse 16. He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor.
Yeah, he that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor. Lord willing, that's us. Those that are doing the work in truth and sincerity, man. And because remember, the Lord said that there was no guile found in their mouths. They were without fault before the throne of the Lord, man. That's crucial, man. Go ahead.
That's how you want to be found. Because when you read Revelation, the 14th chapter, it speaks about the virgin that was found with no guile in their mouth. Because the ones that's going to be delivered are the ones that the Lord rewarded with that white stone, which shows that they were innocent. That they were found guiltless about the judgment. They weren't charged, yeah.
Yeah.
And his prayer shall reach unto the clouds.
Yeah, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. You can link that up with Psalms 34. How the Lord hears the cries of the righteous. You know, you got it.
Verse 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds.
Yep.
Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted.
Yeah, and doesn't was it the angel Raphael that takes the prayers of the saints up to the Lord? You know? The prayer of the humble pierces the clouds. Hey, your prayers are being heard, Jay.
Yeah.
You know? It's reaching the ears of the Lord, man. Don't ever doubt. You know?
We have a high priest in the heavens that's supplicating our cause at Howard Shai, man. You got to take proper advantage of that.
Talk about how our prayers are like a sweet smell. You know? Yeah.
Right. But that's why Howard Shai said pray without. The scripture said pray without ceasing.
That's right.
But that's why I said earlier about you having to be in the house of mourning. Because when you're in that mournful state, you're lamenting to the Lord. That's what makes you focus. Jake doesn't want to, be in that state. They want to be, pretty much in that mercy.
Rereading verse 17 from the top, Sirach 35 and verse 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted.
Yep. And the Lord promised. You know, the scripture in Psalms where he put his reputation over his name, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so basically Yahweh Shai is bound to his word. He's going to execute his cause. Go ahead, Al.
And will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment.
Read that again.
It says, and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute
The
judgment.
Lord will execute judgment.
So,
Right. Just wait on it.
This is a facet that modern people don't realize is a real thing with the Lord. These anti-Hamashiach, these anti-Christians, right? They don't really look into the entirety of the Lord's power. The Lord is omnipotent. The Lord favors righteousness. Is this world operating in righteousness? Hell no. This world is operating in wickedness.
yeah, the one I saw.
And the Lord is very wrought with the wicked. The scriptures speak about how the Lord is angry with the wicked daily. So you don't think that the Lord, who has been long suffering, isn't going to bring about a heavy judgment upon this place? You're sadly mistaken, man. All of the affliction that's brought upon the tribes of Israel. You know?
That's why, like, actually, told you, The Lord told Moses, I've heard the affliction of my people.
Yeah.
The man mentioned earlier, the cries of the people, all right, the angels are bringing them up to the Most High, man. He's presenting our afflictions to the altar, the Lord, hearing our prayers, man.
No, you got any more?
Yes, sir.
Verse 18. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he has smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful.
So we have smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful, man. The Edomites, starting with the elite. All right? Amalek. Okay? Go ahead.
And repaid vengeance to the heathen.
And repaid vengeance to the heathen, man. What nation has not partaken in the spoils of the Lord's people, man? Right? Everybody, the whole planet about to get this work, man.
Everybody.
You know? It is time for thee, O Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. It's game time now, man. This is why you got Jake, as we were talking about earlier in the lesson, this is why you got Jake like, man, the Israelites was right, dog.
It's a real uneasy feeling amongst our people because they know something's up.
That's it. You got all these Jakes. Hey, they heard the doctrine of the 2/3. They know the sword is coming. But see, Jake hearing that doesn't want it to be right in his mind. He's like, nah, the Lord ain't gonna do that.
They in that YOLO spirit.
You know?
I think it's awesome to be denied. He doesn't want to admit.
There you go.
Nah, you guys can't be right. Scripture tell you, what's that, Romans 3:3? But what if some did not believe? And also Scripture tell you that all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man.
It's Psalm 138 and verse 2, it reads, I will worship toward thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth, for thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name.
Yeah, see that? Thou hast magnified thy word above thy name. So the Lord is bound by his word. Right? As they say, my word is bond. And the Lord is bound, he's bound to his word. So he gonna execute what's written, man. You see? That was it.
Jumping back, if I may make a quick point. Sirach, chapter 35 and verse 18, it says, for the Lord, Sirach chapter 35 verse 18, for the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathens.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 15, and it reads, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and
because the scripture said that the Lord will repay vengeance to the heathen. Right?
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, verse 15, and it reads, I am very sore displeased with the heathen. They are at ease.
Right, these heathen are at ease, man. You look at the plans of these elites, they're fully set in their minds that they're going to accomplish this endeavor.
They think they're gonna win.
Right. They've overcome Israel.
That's why in Psalms it said the end with thy is that the house shall continue forever.
Yep.
This devil doesn't envision himself going out of power. And
Right.
like I said, who blames him? If any ruling power doesn't see themselves falling, that's stupid.
Right.
So it's the pride of it though, man, because the nigga is getting so full of himself that when he thinks he's gonna outshine the Most High, like, nigga, you tripping.
Yeah, hey, that's the importance of the spirit, man. Because a carnal man would see these things and be like, there's no way out, man. You see the pride on Gil Bates. You see the pride on Noah Harari. You see the pride on, what's his name, Klaus Schwab. Right? They speak these things so loftily, a regular-minded person would, they couldn't even imagine a world without these people in power, man.
And that's why the scripture says in Psalm 73 that they speak loftily concerning oppression.
Right.
Esau think he got it. You know, but hey, like the bar said earlier, hey, that's that denial that's on these people. It's like, what's the 5 stages of grief?
Yeah, 5 stages of grief.
Yeah. And this is what people are going through right now in the spirit. 5 stages of grief. Go ahead.
You have denial,
Right? Anger, denial. So you got denial, you got anger. Right? Because first they denied that this was true. All right? We ain't the Israelites. Y'all ain't the people. Right? close the Bible.
Matter of fact, let me read the definition as they go.
Go ahead.
So denial, it says a person may feel shocked, numb, or disbelieving after a loss. It says they may also avoid reminders of the loss or try to carry on as if nothing has happened.
Yeah, you can't ignore this thing. You can't, you know.
And that video that brother, I see a couple of the video that Jay was talking about, that nothing has been the same since 2020. And niggas are in denial about that, bro. Like they think everything went back to normal. No, bro. You know something's fucked up out here, man. It says anger. A person may feel angry or resentful and may blame themselves or others.
And it's a lot of anger because people don't want to accept the truth, basically.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Bargaining. A person may engage in if only statements or try to negotiate their way out of the hurt. Depression.
Can't you go back to just being black? You know? Go back to being Christians, man.
Come back to the
This you're not the Israelites.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Depression.
Depression. Oh, man.
A person may feel a lack of energy or intense sadness, and then acceptance.
Yeah, depression because, hey, what if the Israelites are right? What if those guys, what they're saying, what if it's true?
What if I'm an Edomite?
Yeah, what if am I an Edomite? Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's a hell of a thought.
Right.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. Then acceptance, a person may begin to live again and may make new connections and relationships.
Right. So the last stage of the 5 stages of grief is acceptance, and now we're at the point where you're gonna have to accept what's being told to you. All right. This is the truth, man. You can't turn a blind eye. You can't ignore it. You can't scream at the top of your lungs by closing your ears up. None of that's gonna work. You got to deal with the reality at hand, Jake. You see?
It's like standing on I'm about to say this, but it's like standing on a train track. You see the Amtrak coming because you turn around, close your eyes, doesn't mean that train is not gonna hit you. Right. Reality is gonna smack a lot, this truth is gonna smack a lot of you individuals like in the face like you did.
And it's doing it now.
Yeah. Right.
It's doing it right now. The people can't pay the rent, the bills. Barely have any money. Don't have food. Pantries is not as full as they used to be. You can't feed all your kids. You got to make life and death decisions whether you're gonna pay the car note.
Jake driving down the street with the hand on E.
Come on, man.
Right on. Yeah.
You just made a good point, Zaquan. The cost of living crisis. Charlotte, North Carolina this year was dubbed the destination city for Americans to move to because there was an infrastructure that's being built here that favored jobs, a change of living. But then the news comes out as the year continues on that 50% of the people in the city can't afford to live where they stay. They can't afford rent. They damn sure can't afford no home. The discussions right now about what happened with that hurricane that came and ripped through the mountains in North Carolina, they're discussing raising home insurance by a substantial percentage. These people are already strapped. So that's going to tighten things. And like you said, Zaquan, these people are starting to have to come to reality. You are not going to win with this motherfucker. We are at the end of this system. It's done.
Yeah.
This is what happened when you have an unjust ruler. It was never going to last.
That's why the American dream costs $4.4 million now.
Yeah. You had, what's her name, that bitch, Kamala, she said that the American dream is gone. But you got an official that's saying that out of their fucking mouth.
Yeah, but you still got Indians that believe that it's still here. Niggas is out here spending money like it's nothing. Buying dumb shit. Not realizing that this shit's about to hit on their head, man. Man, you stupid women.
Yeah, everything is over. Relationships, the dynamic between man and woman. Hey, because the Western woman is fucking done, man. Right? All these podcasts that are on the internet about how to deal with these women in the Western world, man. Look, the bitch ain't gonna listen, man.
You had an article come out that said that there's now a staggering amount of divorce rate going up amongst the elderly.
Come on, man.
You got these elderly women.
It's
like,
finished
Yeah,
already.
because you got the elderly women that want to be like these young bitches now, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that shit is gross, bro. I be in the stores and at work. You got old women wearing leggings, bro. Like, why? Bitch, your shit is nasty looking. Why the fuck are you wearing tight fit clothes, man?
That's the West. That's the way of the West.
Social media has ruined these women out here.
Yeah, you the old bitches twerking. So that's why we come to the conclusion the majority of these Western women and you niggas gonna die.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the only remedy, man.
It's the remedy. That's my thing.
The black man ain't gonna fix himself.
Nope.
And then the nigga woman ain't gonna get it over.
Yeah.
All right, so the only thing left is the Lord to just to bring destruction on this bitch,
Get
man.
them out of here.
You know?
Also, you got ABCism, you know,
Yep.
just running rampant.
Yeah, that shit on the rise. That's why you got STD, HPVs, STIs,
Yeah.
motherfuckers coming out with all types of uncurable shit. Super duper disease.
Hey, there's a video a brother shared, not the rant, but there's a video a brother shared of there's this nigga that changed himself into a woman, had the deep ass voice and shit.
God damn.
So he was like, yeah, you know, I'm a woman now, and now I can go online and change my my sex to female online or something he was bragging about. So now, and you really got to be careful out here.
Yeah, you can change that shit on your certificate.
Your birth certificate, yeah. And he was bragging about that shit, you know?
You should, the internet is the last place you should be meeting anybody.
Nah.
Because at this point, man, these women is set, if you got a real woman, they're setting niggas up to get killed, they robbing you. So it's like, bro, like you said, relationships is done, bro.
Well done, man.
Like this shit, everything about America is over with, bro. Why you think? I think everybody is pretty much, you know, trying to leave America. You got passport bros and all that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they see this place is over.
The only relationship that you Israelite men should be concerned with first and foremost is your how about that's it.
Yeah, these podcasts ain't gonna make these bitches listen.
They not.
You know what I mean? Jake be having good points in some of the videos, but at the end of the day,
Demographic.
she not gonna listen to your ass, man. No matter if you high value or not, man. It's gonna take calamity for this bitch to get in order, man.
Like Apostle Dirty Yashimama says, nature has to reset itself for these women to get in order.
That's it, man. Go ahead, Art.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. I start verse 5. And it reads, Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
Yeah, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Go ahead.
and their hurtful works are filled.
So now, and the wickedness and transgression has reached the point of its pinnacle, its peak. Now it's time for the Lord to react. This is where we at in prophecy, right? So, like we were saying, the reason everything is out of whack and out of order because Esau removed Yahweh
I know. It's like you got stuff to do. It's like, okay,
You know, the Lord has been
like, so
removed out of the
I just
family
figured.
structure. This is why the family situation is all destroyed. You know, the nuclear family is done. You know, the mother and father, they're done. The kids, you know, everything is done.
The fabric of America, every facet is
So Yahweh Shah has to come back and restart everything over in righteousness.
we need a great reset, but it's going to be done in righteousness.
That's it. No, that was it. Yeah, you finish that out. Yeah, that'd be it. Unless you had anything else.
Sirach,
Spirit, just see.
Sirach chapter 35, verse 18. In the latter it says, "Till he hath taken away the multitude of the proud
Yep.
and broken the scepter of the unrighteous."
Yeah, and broken the scepter. The scepter, the staff, that represents power. The Lord is about to break the scepter of the unrighteous. Right? The powers that be. Go ahead.
Till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds,
There you go.
and to the works of men according to their devices.
Everybody's going to be rewarded according to their devices, according to their actions, their deeds. Go ahead.
Till he have judged the cause of his people,
Till he have judged the cause of his people. See that? Everything that's being done in the planet Earth is being done for his people, the Israelites. This is why World War III is pretty much the final hoorah. It's the nail in the coffin. That's the Lord vindicating his people, man. All the nations that touch the apple of his eye. Go ahead.
and made them to rejoice in his mercy.
Uh-huh.
Verse 20, mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction,
That's right.
as clouds of rain in the time of drought.
And Lord willing, hey, we be part of the mercy that's coming to the Lord's elect, man. Lord willing, we partake of that. The covering, man. To have what we need as we go through this this trial that's coming, this time of great testing. You see? That's why everything else outside of Yahweh Shem Shai is irrelevant, man. This is time to put on the truth, man. To put on Yahweh Shem Shai in these days right now, man, because it's a wrap.
Say, seek the Lord when he lays it down. Because once he shuts up the mouth of the prophet and calls his Lord for mercy, that's it. Ain't gonna be no more talking. He's coming with the sword.
And also, if I may add, scriptures also say, the Lord have set water and how the Lord said He set water and fire before thee. Choose you pretty much what you like, man. Or else you're gonna receive, that thing, life and death.
It's the second Ezra chapter 7, verse, I started at 6.
But it's
There is
only because
also,
it's like almost double.
Verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and set in a dangerous place to fall, like as there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small, there could but one man go there at once.
That's right. So this truth here is narrow, man. Right? And if you go, you can either go one or two ways.
If you go too far to either side, you're going to be destroyed. This is why you got to stay on the straight path. That's right. And how about Shemal Shah is that straight path. Straight path. That's right. This is the difficulty, brother. Because this whole thing is to try you to see if your faith really rooted in him. What's going to be found out is that a lot of these jakes, they claim to believe in the Lord, they really don't. That's why that foundation is tested. A lot of these people's foundation is going to crumble. You don't believe. That's right.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 28. It reads, "But as considering the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come." So we're, as the brothers have gone into, man, we're seeing this thing at an exceedingly high rate, man. This evil has been sown and been allowed to flourish and grow, right? But the end is not yet come. It says, "If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place wherein the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." So that's why we continue to call on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right, to destroy this place, man, right, as soon as possible. We relish in all the calamities that we see taking place, man, because we know that means we're one step closer to salvation, one step closer to righteousness being established in the earth, man.
It has to happen. So hey, that's pretty much it, brother. All right, so hey, we pray all you sincere believers in Yahweh Shem Shai were edified out there. We'll close it out by giving all the praise.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone who taught us this truth.